All right, so let's wander around. This exercise is called living with pain, which kind of sounds like a sad exercise, but keep going. Sometimes when we are on stage, we have to play a character who is in pain, and that can affect our physicalities, our posture, how we do things. So as you wander around, I want you to select a small injury, very small, something that does not prevent you from venturing out about, something that doesn't prevent you from leaving your house, but limits your full range of motion and causes you to have to adjust to avoid pain. So wander around and think about that injury. It could be an injury that you have experienced. So you might want to use emotional memory to remember how that felt and how that affected you. And I want you to think about you have this very small injury, and you've woken up in the morning, and you have to go about a routine of simple tasks. So let's say your first task is getting dressed. How does this small injury affect the way you get dressed? How do you have to adjust the way you would normally get dressed because you have this injury? How do you have to put on shoes? And sometimes, depending on the injury, putting on shoes might be very easily. But say your injury is in your foot, it might be very difficult, or if your injury perhaps is in your fingers and you have to tie laces. Now, what could your next task be? Maybe going to the bathroom and brushing your teeth, combing your hair, shaving, putting on makeup, the kinds of things you do first thing in the morning when you wake up. And how does this tiny injury affect it? Or maybe it doesn't. If you have a hurt ankle, naturally you might have to adjust your weight in a way which might affect how you do something. If you have an injured hand, arm, or shoulder, maybe brushing your hair is very difficult. Think about emotional memory in this. Finish whatever it is that you were doing. And let's go on to making breakfast. How hard is it to make breakfast with this injury? Maybe it affects what you make for breakfast. Think about it. If you have an injury perhaps in your wrist and your hand, cracking eggs would not be very easy. Maybe having a bowl of cereal would be a better choice. Yeah, you're trying to move things around the kitchen. If you have to get something from the other side of the kitchen, if you have to get something from a higher shelf, or something high up in the cupboard, how does that affect you? How does it affect your physicality? All right, very Very good. Very good, guys.